Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be sharing my experience with installing a Dbrand skin on my iPhone 14 and 3 tips that I've learned along the way. First things first, let's take a look at my first attempt at installing a Dbrand skin. You can see I have one already installed in my iPhone. This is the navy camo design, and you can see there are some defects. For example, here at the top there is some gaps, alright? Also around the phone, the side buttons don't fit very well on both sides. And also in the camera housing, there is a gap here that I don't like, my OCD doesn't like it either, and so we have to fix this. I'm hoping that this time around things will go better, fingers crossed, and I'll be able to give you some nice tips so that you don't fail like I did. Now, let's take a look at the skin I just ordered. This is how it came. Basically, it's an envelope with their branding, their design, which personally I think it looks pretty cool. Then inside, very simply, we have two parts. We have the microfiber cloth and the skin itself. And basically, we can see it comes in two parts. I'll tell you all about it in a few seconds. We don't care about this. And this design is called the concrete design. I don't know what you guys think, but personally, I think it will look pretty cool on my iPhone. Let's see. When you order your Dbrand skin, they ship with two options. This one is called the standard fit, and it has a very simple installation process because basically it just covers the back of your phone. So it's a simple skin, and I don't think it's cool, so I don't care about it, and I'm going to install this one. This one is called the precision fit and is tougher to apply according to their instructions, but let me tell you that in fact it's like God mode difficult. You'll see why during the video. Basically, it wraps around the corners of your phone, besides the back, and so you need to be extra careful so that it fits your phone snugly. Now, let's get started and I'll tell you my 3 tips as I go. But before we get into the installation process, let's talk about what, in my opinion, are some of the positives and negatives of using a Dbrand skin over traditional phone cases, like this one that I have here. This one is called the Spigen Algo, but it doesn't really matter because it applies to most or all cases. As you probably know, traditional phone cases offer 3 main features. They protect against scratches, they protect against hard falls, and they improve phone grip, which in turn helps with avoiding falls and scratching. But to do all of that, they often are bulky and cover the beautiful design of your new shiny phone. Like for example, as long as I put this one on, and although it's a minimal case, it right away changes the design of the phone, and in my opinion, to a worse design. I really like the phone without a case. And that's where the Dbrand skin comes in. It has many positives. Basically, it improves the grip because it's not as sleek as the bare iPhone. It still protects against scratches. It's sleek and allows you to have more unique and original look because you can choose the design that you wish. In this case, I have 2 different ones right here, and you can choose your favorite one when buying. And it has minimal interference with MagSafe, and I take that as an advantage because I also use this accessory, by the way, that is called the pop socket grip, which I put in my phone, and together the gripness of the phone is amazing, and I never have problems with being scared of it falling out of my hand. But of course, it also has some negatives. It has minimal to no protection against hard falls, it's more difficult to install, and you'll see in a second how difficult it is, and it's more permanent, alright? You cannot take it out and on every day if you want. And basically this is a summary. Now let's move on into removing this skin, so then I can install the new one. Let's get started. I'm a bit nervous. I'm going to remove the skin. I never did this before, so let's see how the phone looks afterwards. So basically I'm going to peel, starting from the corners. It's coming out pretty easily as long as you get the tip. Alright, not too difficult. I think now it will come out pretty easily. That was it. I have removed everything, and honestly it was very easy. They say in their website to remove any residues of glue with alcohol. There is a bit here. I'm going to clean with alcohol, and then we are ready to start the installation process. But before we start with the installation process, I wanted to give you a bonus tip first. And basically what I want to tell you is, if you see the skin, if you still live in a country where you use a physical SIM card, you can see that the skin does not have the cutout for the SIM card tray. And so if you're planning to change your SIM card soon, don't install your skin yet, because you'll have to remove it to change the SIM card. And that's it, guys. Bonus tip for you, free of charge. Let's start with the installation process. First, make sure to turn off your iPhone. We are going to apply heat to it, and so we don't want to damage it. Okay, done. Now, Dbrand has their own official video. Go to their website and watch it. I'll be doing most of the steps from there with some changes. They make it look easy, but you'll see that in reality it's not that easy. After all, that's why I'm making this video. So, guys, let's go. I am already nervous. Wipe your device free of dust. We have the microfiber cloth, and we're going to wipe the fingertips or any dust that you may have on your phone. Now, we are going to begin with the camera housing, and this is where tip number 1 comes in. And it's just this. Use a toothpick, and you'll see why. Yes, a simple toothpick. Basically, we have to apply the camera skin, and in their instructions, they don't even explain it how. They make like this joke of, put it in the oven and I don't know what, and it comes out of the oven already correctly inserted. Go and watch it. It's so silly. But basically, this is the process. And you'll see as I do it, it gets stuck in the cameras, and so I need to use a toothpick. Let's try it. Okay, so this is the use of the toothpick. Now you don't need it anymore. Now, let me take this so we can continue with the process. Hope you guys can see it here in the camera. Let's clean up the dust. Now, I need to take the skin off the 3M paper, and I need to put it out, the bottom of the skin out of the paper. Now I need to line up the holes. Okay, guys, I'm already sweating. Okay, next step is very important, and this is where I screwed up before, and it will be tip number 2. Let me set it up so I can show you, and I'll be back in a second. Tip number 2, if you don't have an hairdryer, use a stove. Yes, guys, I'm in my kitchen. And basically the next step is we need to apply heat to this place here, so it helps, it softens the plastic, and it creates the crease correctly on your phone. Now, is a hairdryer expensive? No. Should I have gone and buy one? Most likely. But hey, I'm stubborn and this is more fun. So we need to, as I said, we need to apply the heat here. But now it's time for tip number 3. Yes, they are very close together, and basically is don't get too close to the heat source. This applies to the stove, but most likely to the hairdryer as well. Basically, we need to apply heat here, and if you get too close, this will burn, and that's what happens with the other skin. And so I'm going to apply the heat, not too close. It's already softened. I'm going to do this with my finger. Apply a bit more of heat. Alright, I've applied the heat. You can see it got very soft, and I have the crease here. Now I'm going to remove the rest of the 3M paper, and I'm going to align it around the camera housing. I have some fingertips. Let me clean the fingertips. Now I'm going to apply heat to the top flap. Again, not going too close to the heat source. I'm going to wrap the skin around the top edge. A bit more heat. Alright, my camera battery died on me, but I'm back. So, next step is to apply one more round of heat to the bottom edge so that we secure the skin in place. That's done. Now we are going to hit the surrounding area of the camera housing. And we're going to apply pressure so that this fits better to the camera. Okay, the next step is to apply heat to the side flap. So I'm going to apply heat to it so it softens, and then I'm going to pass my finger and wrap it around, being careful with the side button. First one's done, now I'm going to do the same on the other one. Okay, so both sides are done, and now the corner flaps are missing. This is going to be very similar. We're going to apply heat, and we're going to round the corner so that the end meets this end. Okay, guys, this step is not in the instructions, but you can see there is a small crease here. I'm going to apply a bit more heat here and see if I can improve this. Okay, this is mostly it. Now at this point you may notice that some edges are too sharp. Now they say to rub the microfiber cloth around 10 to 15 times on each edge so it softens the edges. Let's do this. The corners are feeling better. Now we are mostly done. Let me change the camera and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, this was a very stressful process, but it's done. This is the result. Off camera, I've pulled these corners again and applied some more heat so that the connection here is better. But yeah, this is the end result. It's looking pretty good at the bottom. At the top, I would say it's better than the previous skin I had. But yeah, definitely not perfect. You can see some defects here and there in the alignment. But my OCD likes it a bit more this time. Also around the camera, more uniform. So yeah, not perfect, but good. Yeah, so guys, this is it. Let me know if you have installed one. Let me know any tips and tricks, experiences. What do you like it? Don't you like it? What do you think about this design versus the previous one? What's your favorite design from their offering? And yeah, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.